was reported recently is actually in Bitcoin?
Well, it was reported maybe misleadingly because it reported that I put half of my net worth in it, and that certainly didn't happen. What happened was I put a few percent of my net worth in it a long time ago, and it grew to be half of my net worth. Now it's less than that because it's down in half since since November. But no, it's still a very big position. It's very early days in that entire space. The KPMG, the big Canadian accounting firm, announcing that they're putting Bitcoin and Ether on their balance sheet the other day was, I thought, very, very big because obviously they're plugged into all kinds of companies and KPMG over here is as well. And so that validates to a certain extent in ways that MicroStrategy's balance sheet stuff does not, that this is a potential as for diversified portfolio. I think also you're going to see a lot of adoption among foundations and endowments and institutions this year, and that's going to continue. So, yeah, the interesting thing about Bitcoin, then I'll be quiet on that because I could go on like Fidel Castro on this for a long time. So Bitcoin in one sense, it has no intrinsic value. That's correct. Or it has a moderate intrinsic value because it is a giant database, and databases have value. But the value of it is similar to the value of a collectible, a Honus Wagner baseball card, a Picasso painting. It's not in the materials and the construction. It's in what if people think it should be part of their portfolio. And that's on one side of it. It's like an insurance policy. Insurance policies have no intrinsic value. In fact, you want them to have no intrinsic value. You don't want to have your house burned down or get in a terrible accident, but you pay for insurance every year in case that happens. And Bitcoin is insurance against financial, catastrophe, as we see in Lebanon or in Afghanistan or in many of these other countries, or we saw around the time of the pandemic.